Basketball is more than just a game. It is a story of evolution, dominance, and unforgettable legends. Every era creates its own heroes, shaped by the rules, the pace, and the pressure of their time. Some players define an era so completely that their impact lasts forever. Others arrive as symbols of the future, changing how the game is played before their careers even truly begin. Michael Jordan is the standard by which greatness has been measured for decades. His name represents championships, clutch moments, and an unmatched competitive fire. In a physical and unforgiving NBA, Jordan didn't just survive, he dominated. He became the face of basketball worldwide and turned winning into an expectation, not a dream. Victor Wembanyama stands at the opposite end of basketball history. He is the embodiment of modern basketball evolution. Taller, longer, and more skilled than anyone before him, Wembanyama combines guard-like movement with elite rim protection. In an era driven by spacing, speed, and versatility, he represents what the next generation of superstars might look like. This is not a debate about who is better. It is a journey across eras, a comparison between proven legacy and limitless potential. Michael Jordan versus Victor Wembanyama, different eras, different paths, but the same pursuit of greatness. Michael Jordan was not just a basketball player. He was a force that reshaped the NBA forever. From the moment he entered the league, Jordan carried a level of confidence, skill, competitiveness that separated him from everyone else. In an era defined by physical defense and relentless pressure, he rose above every obstacle and turned challenge into dominance. Jordan's game was built on perfection. His footwork was precise, his mid-range jumper unstoppable, and his athleticism unmatched. But what truly set him apart was his mentality. He approached every game with the mindset that losing was unacceptable. Whether it was a regular season matchup or an NBA Finals moment, Jordan played with the same intensity, refusing to give his opponents any room to breathe. The numbers only tell part of the story. 6 NBA championships, 5 most valuable player awards, 10 scoring titles. Yet statistics cannot fully capture his impact. Jordan elevated his teammates, intimidated his rivals, and transformed pressure into fuel. When the game was on the line, the ball always found its way into his hands, and more often than not, he delivered. Jordan's era demanded toughness. Hand-checking, hard fouls, and brutal playoff battles were the norm. Despite this, he dominated with skill and intelligence, not just power. His ability to adapt, to learn from defeat, and to return stronger defined his career. Beyond the court, Michael Jordan became a global icon. He didn't just win games. He inspired a generation. His legacy is not just measured in trophies, but in the standard he set for greatness, a standard that every player since has been compared to. Victor Wembanyama represents a new chapter in the evolution of basketball. From the moment he stepped onto an NBA court, it was clear that he was not built like any player before him.
And because the
Standing over 7 feet tall with extraordinary wingspan, Wembanyama combines size, skill, and mobility in a way that challenges traditional basketball definitions. Unlike past big men, Wembanyama is not limited to the paint. He handles the ball with guard-like confidence, shoots from deep range, and moves fluidly across the floor. In today's NBA, a league driven by spacing, pace, and versatility, his skill set feels perfectly designed for modern basketball. Offensively, he stretches defenses. Defensively, he erases mistakes with elite rim protection and quick instincts. What truly separates Wembanyama is his potential. While his career is still in its early stages, his impact is already undeniable. Opponents adjust their entire game plan when he is on the floor. His presence alone changes shot selection, spacing, and rhythm. Few young players in history have forced that level of respect so early. Wembanyama is growing in an era shaped by analytics, player development, and global influence. He has access to advanced training, modern strategies, and a game that encourages creativity. Yet, beyond the physical gifts and modern advantages, he carries something just as important: confidence without arrogance and a willingness to learn. Victor Wembanyama is not chasing comparison. He is building his own identity. His story is still being written, and the future of basketball may very well be shaped by the path he creates comparing. Michael Jordan and Victor Wembanyama is not about choosing a winner. It is about understanding how basketball has transformed over time. Both players represent the peak of their respective eras, shaped by completely different rules, expectations, and styles of play. Michael Jordan thrived in a league built on physicality and mental warfare. Defense was aggressive, space was limited, and every possession felt like a battle. Jordan mastered that environment through skill, discipline, and an unmatched competitive mindset. He imposed his will on the game, forcing opponents to adjust to him, rather than the other way around. His greatness was proven through championships, clutch performances, and moments that defined NBA history. Victor Wembanyama is entering a league driven by speed, spacing, and versatility. Modern basketball rewards players who can do everything: shoot, defend, handle, and adapt. Wembanyama fits this vision perfectly. His height and wingspan give him a defensive advantage, while his shooting and mobility stretch the limits of what a big man can be. Instead of overpowering opponents, he disrupts them with reach, timing, and intelligence. The key difference lies in certainty versus possibility. Jordan's legacy is complete and unquestioned. His achievements have already set the benchmark for greatness. Wembanyama's story, on the other hand, is still unfolding. His ceiling remains unknown, and that uncertainty fuels excitement. Jordan defined what greatness was. Wembanyama represents what greatness could become. Together, they highlight basketball's journey from dominance through force to dominance through evolution. Greatness in basketball is not defined by talent alone. It is forged through mentality, pressure, and the ability to rise when expectations are at their highest. This is where the contrast between Michael Jordan and Victor Wembanyama becomes most powerful. Michael Jordan's mentality was ruthless. Every game was personal. Every opponent was a challenge to be conquered. He thrived under pressure, often playing his best basketball when the stakes were highest. Jordan did not avoid expectations, he demanded them. Finals moments, last-second shots, and hostile arenas became the stages where his legacy grew stronger. His confidence was unshakable, and his will to win turned pressure into dominance. Victor Wembanyama faces a different kind of pressure. He enters the league in the age of constant attention, instant highlights, and global scrutiny. Every performance is analyzed, compared, and debated in real time. Unlike Jordan, who built his legacy step by step, Wembanyama carries expectations before his legacy is fully formed. The pressure on him is not just to win, but to represent the future of the game. What stands out about Wembanyama is his composure. Rather than forcing greatness, he allows it to develop. He shows patience, focus, and a willingness to grow traits that are essential for long-term success. His calm approach contrasts with Jordan's relentless fire. Yet both mindsets reflect strength in different forms. Jordan's legacy is immortal, defined by achievements and moments that cannot be erased. Wembanyama's legacy is still in progress, shaped by choices, growth, and resilience. One conquered pressure. The other is learning to carry it, and that journey may define the next era of basketball. Basketball is a living story. It's constantly evolving with every generation. Legends do not exist in isolation. They are products of their time, shaped by the challenges they faced and the standards they set. Michael Jordan and Victor Wembanyama stand on opposite ends of this story, connected not by comparison, but by purpose. Michael Jordan represents the past that defined excellence. His career showed the world what absolute dominance looked like: a player who demanded perfection from himself and everyone around him. Jordan did not ask for greatness. He enforced it. His legacy is written in championships, unforgettable moments, and a mindset that transformed pressure into power. He became the measuring stick for every superstar that followed. Victor Wembanyama represents the future still taking shape. His journey reminds us that greatness does not always arrive fully formed. It grows through patience, learning, and resilience. Wembanyama's talent offers a glimpse into where basketball is heading, a game without positions, limits, or traditional boundaries. his success will not be defined by matching the past, but by creating something new. This comparison is not about choosing one era over another. It is about appreciating the evolution of the game. Jordan proved what greatness was. Wembanyama challenges us to imagine what greatness can become. In the end, legends inspire through achievement, and the future inspires through possibility. Basketball lives between those two forces. And as long as the game continues to evolve, the conversation between the past and the future will never truly end.